Alden Akey here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to get the first of the two weekly campaign challenges for the week of April 28th through May 4th, which is Reclamation, which requires you to complete the Reclaimer mission on Legendary difficulty with Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck, and Thunderstorm skulls activated. And there's the 4 skulls that we need on the Reclaimer mission, Legendary difficulty, and off we go. Now I'm going to be using a number of Mythic and speedrunning tactics and techniques and skips to get through this mission fairly quickly. Not all of them, not all the most advanced, because they are somewhat hard to perform, but I will point out the alternatives when I take the safer route. Anyway, as we start here, we're starting right off with a little skip. Instead of going to the Mammoth, we're going to go out here to the left.
Someone's overcompensating.
And sprint out up along this little ridge here. And right down to past these 2 flat rocks. Turn around and Captain Del Rio will appear. And then we'll head back to the Mammoth. And what that does is that gets the Mammoth moving a few seconds early. Notice the waypoints lighting up there on the Mammoth. Okay, we'll jump in the side door here. Now sometimes it'll stop at that rock, sometimes it'll take off, so you just kind of got to play that one by feel. So back in the Mammoth, up here to this side, we're going to grab a jetpack, and then we're going to swap out our AR for a sniper rifle, and jetpack up here, and go for a little ride. The first thing we need to do is grab the target designator from the downed Pelican and take out the first particle cannon, and that's going to require 2 shots from the designator, thanks to the tilt skull. When we get up here a little bit further, Commander Lansky is going to come on the comm and say Covenant digging up on the ridge up ahead right here. That's our cue to sprint, jump, and jetpack off at a 45-degree angle over to the opposite side, the ridge over here, and that wasn't too hard to do, and then just take off running. Now I'm using some speed running pacing here. For every 8 steps of regular pace, you'll get a full charge of sprint, which gives you about 16 steps. So if you count out about 4 and then press sprint on the 5th, you should have full sprint. At least that's the way I do it, so I don't have to count each individual step. Okay, notice the path that I'm taking. I'm running right for this little rock right here. I'm going to jump jetpack up to this ledge. Now sometimes you can hit it just right and do a super jump all the way up to the top. But notice I waited for my boost to come all the way back and then did a jump jetpack up there and sprint off the edge, wait for the last second to slow my descent, and then sprint along the edge of the stream here, jetpack over the crashed Pelican, and grab that target designator and put the first shot on the particle cannon. Immediately jump down to this rock right here, and then come on back up. And that's also a good hiding place in case your shields are shot and you want to wait for them to recharge. Grab that ghost like I did. Boo! Sniper. Gotta be careful of that jackal sniper out there. I'm lucky he didn't take me out completely. Anyway, back on the Mammoth, up here. Up on the D-pad, brings up the target designator. Alright, it's charged. Go ahead and put your second shot off. And there goes the particle cannon. 1 particle cannon down. On to the next. And the lich. And a few other things. Alright, I'm waiting a couple of seconds here before I jump back on the ghost because of that darn sniper. I want to make sure that I am not in his line of sight. Alright. Now there is a nice little skip up here in this area where we could actually use the ghost and jump across the acid stream and not use the Mammoth to get across, but that's pretty tricky. Okay, notice I come out of the Mammoth following this path here. Alright, right about here I'm going to coast and get full charge back. There we go, and then we're off and running again, following this path a little bit up to the left. And generally you should be able to make it through here. That gauntlet, there's two phantoms up there, plus a squad or two of cubbies on the ground. Alright, takes about 3 seconds to get full boost back. Okay, and if you hit the jump key and hold it down, it will raise the nose of the ghost. That helps you get up and over those rocks. Now we're headed for the force field, and we're actually going to use one of the oldest tricks in the book, which is jump out of a vehicle through a solid object. And right here at the end, I'm looking right, so I want to jump out right. You'll jump out of the ghost the way that you're looking. That's a nice little thing to remember. Okay, back into my speed run pacing here.
Good. 2 more. 2 for 2. Finish him off.
Now I have done a speed run and posted the video on this mission where I did do that ghost jump across the acid stream if anybody's interested. But that really does take a lot of practice, and so I'm just demonstrating a slightly easier way to do it here. Okay, when Commander Alaska comes back on the line, pull up the target designator and get the first shot on the second particle cannon, then jump on the ghost and head on up here. And I'm going to demonstrate another neat little trick. Run right into an object in jetpack and you get some extra boost, and we can go all the way up to here and get ready to put our second shot on the particle cannon. Okay, boom, there's the second shot, and as soon as it explodes, the lich will appear down below us, and then we'll jump and jetpack down to the lich. Easy, 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 through the open doorway here. Okay, and one whack, 2 shots with a sniper rifle, and that takes care of the lich, and sprint out the door there, and then jetpack and coast on down to here. Jump in back into the ghost and boost and raise that nose up, and right at the last second pull back on both thumbsticks. That softens the landing. And now we got to wait for this invisible wall to disappear, which it will momentarily. Notice I'm kind of strafing back and forth. Occasionally we'll get some fire from behind us from a wraith. Alright, we're going to run right up to this rock here. Okay, and then use our little run into the rock face and boost with a jetpack trick to get that extra boost up to here. Make sure we got full boost back, and then jump jetpack, and then boost and coast across this big chasm. And notice that I'm starting to lose altitude here because I'm running out of boost quicker and quicker. It takes a little bit longer to recharge. Okay, as soon as you land, take off sprinting. And we're going to come up to this rock face and do the run into the rock face and boost to get the extra sprint. You can't get up here otherwise. And then do the same thing here. Okay, and now we're going to run up to the beginning of Sniper Alley. Again, using speedrunning pacing techniques here. And then turn around and come back. We're going to do the Sniper Alley skip. Now that chasm jump, what I did was a fairly simple way of doing it. There is another slightly quicker way where you can use the ghost to go across about halfway and then jump out of the ghost and then boost and coast across. Okay, now here we get to this little rock right here, turn around and start heading back. But again, that particular jump requires some practice to get it down. That is also demonstrated in my speed run. Okay, again, run into the rock face and boost up, and we want to get right that little ledge right there, and then jump up here, and then we're going to sprint jump across here and use the jetpack, boost and coast to get across this rock, and sprint jetpack to this ledge, and then sprint jump, and I didn't do it quite right. I'm kind of ticked off of myself. I was trying to get to that ledge right up there, and right thumb got twitchy, but plan B is to do a jump jetpack from where I was. And now we're up on the ledge that I wanted to get on. Sprint through, and then jetpack and coast and jetpack and coast and jetpack and coast over to this rock right here. Okay, jump straight up and jetpack up, and we just bypassed all of Sniper Alley. And that is a major skip on this particular mission.
Breaking up, but coordinates received, Infinity.
Okay, notice I bang that door. That seems to get that sentinel's attention quicker than if you just stand there. Alright, into the slow elevator. Come on down.
Take us directly to the coordinates Infinity provided. Almost like those
We're essentially through all the major choke points here. The things that can get you killed. I mean, it's still got a few things to do, but the last bit of this mission is fairly straightforward, fairly easy. Might take a little practice to do a couple of things that I'm going to do, but it's a lot easier than what we've already been through. Okay, again, I'm starting to use speedrunning pacing techniques here. And we're headed for the particle cannon network control room, because we got 2 more particle cannons to take out. We're going to let Cortana take those by disabling the network. That's where we're headed right now.
We've reached the coordinates. This looks like the place.
And you can see the activate waypoint down there. That's where we put Cortana into the system. See the 2 gold ones on the left, those are the ones that are active. The 2 silver ones on the right are the ones that we've already taken offline. Or we've blown up, actually. Okay, after we put Cortana into the system, we just mosey on back down to here, straight across from a closed doorway. And what's going to happen is after Cortana brings down those 2 cannons, there they go. She's going to notice something in the system and yell out Chief, and the Chief is going to yell Cortana twice.
Cortana.
And after the first Cortana, okay, we want to kind of sprint, jump, and jetpack, because on the second Cortana that light bridge appears. And make sure you jetpack up high enough so that you don't fall below it when it materializes. Okay, just follow the route through the alcove, down here, through the big doorway, and into the light. And this is the beginning of a big cutscene where the librarian tells the Chief all about the Didact, and then kind of buffs him up a bit so he can take on the Didact. And we're going to skip all that. And here he is coming out of the out of the cutscene, getting all buffed up. Alright, and then we're going to head over to this little ramp right over here. And see that stalk there, and we're going to grab Cortana as soon as the activate waypoint comes up. And
Elevator, back at the chamber.
then jetpack over to this area here, and then run down to the end of the room. And make sure we got our shields back, and just do a sprint jump across, jetpack if necessary, and then head through this doorway, duck left real quick. Make sure that door's closed behind us so we don't take fire. And we're in the elevator, and we just skipped another battle that had at least 1, maybe 2 knights in there, and I think, and a whole bunch of crawlers.
The librarian filled me in.
That's another nice little skip.
But what I don't know is what she
Easy
did
to
you.
accomplish. Okay, out the elevator, make a right, and now we're headed back to the outside for our final big skip. And we're going to skip this big battle to get to the power sources and bring down the force field. We're actually going to jump up the cliff face and get behind the force field. Now, again, there's another technique here where we could have hijacked a ghost and gotten up here a lot quicker, but that is also a risky situation. So we jump up on this rock and then sprint into the rock face, and then jetpack up, get all that extra boost. Ooh, almost fell down the gap there. Okay, and then do the same thing here. Now here we can't because of that overhanging ledge, so we're just going to jump jetpack straight up, and we can make it, and do the same thing here. Alright. We'll boost back, and up here, and up here, and then we're going to sprint, jump, and jetpack, and boost and coast across here, There we go, and then just follow this path. There might be a soft kill zone or two. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it out of it pretty quick. Back down to here. You can see okay, there's a force field. You can see what I'm doing. I'm working my way around to the force field. Okay, and then using a jumping and jetpacking up here. So we get behind the force field and then sprint jump off the end. Use the jetpack at the last second to slow descent. There's a nice little screen freeze there for us. Okay, and then just haul it up on the high side here.
Infinity.
And we're headed for a target designator to use to take out the gravity well. Nice big jump down here. Sprint and grab the designator, put the shot on it, and there you go. For speed running purposes, that would be the end of the mission right there. I think I did it in about, I don't know, a little over 15:10, 15:15 maybe. But I actually did mine as a speed run in about 12:50. But that's it. That's how you can get Reclamation, which is legendary difficulty with Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck, and Thunderstorm skulls on. There's the end of mission symbols followed by the challenge popping. I hope this helps you in your quest for this weekly challenge. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care, everybody.